In this video we're going to be making this wild swirl wiring, and we're going to be using 1mm thickness of aluminium wire. You can use plated copper wire, and that would be in like a 0.6 or a 0.8mm, because it's a little bit tougher to work with. You go for something finer. Aluminium's softer, easy to bend, so you can go for a slightly thicker wire. I'm using a wooden mandrel, but you can use something like a marker pen or something to shape your wire, as long as it's the thickness of what you want your ring to be. So if you've got a ring that you wear, try it on the marker pen. If it fits alright, then you know it's a nice size for you. Round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, and we've got side cutting pliers here. This is a beading mat that I'm using here, and this is just to stop anything bouncing off. So you can use something like a soft fabric. It just means when you're cutting your little bits of wire, the wire's sitting on the fabric itself and not bouncing off and getting lost in your carpet. So I've cut off 30 centimetres of this aluminium wire here. I'm going to be making 2 wraps first around the mandrel to make this band. So just have a look at where you want your ring to be. I want to make a slightly smaller one than this one, so I'm going to be working slightly further up the mandrel. Yeah. So I'm going to wrap around, find the centre, and then wrap there, and we're going to then come around again. So I'm going to crisscross in the middle first, just so you know that you're halfway on each side. Fold the top one up to the right, and the bottom one over to the left, and making sure it's nice and snug where you want it to be on the mandrel. So we've got a double there. I'm going to then turn over and come up to the middle on here. So we're going to fold the bottom wire over to the right, the top wire over to the left. So now we should have 2 rows on the back and then 2 on the front where they're just crossing over, like so. So we've done that bit now. Now we're going to create that little bit, a little loop in the middle there. And all we're doing is we're just going to twist the top wire downwards, so it's gone from 3 to 6 o'clock, and then the top, and then the bottom wire is going from 9 o'clock up to 12. There. So that's just created a little cross, and then one of these wires is going to wrap around to lock that wire in place, to lock these 2 bands in place there. I'm going to go for this wire because it's slightly longer. So it's going to go underneath there, pull it through, and then back over the top. The right hand wire hasn't done anything, it's just stayed where it was, and it's the left hand wire that's gone through the ring, out of here and back over. So then we've got one at 12 o'clock and one at 6 o'clock again. Place it on your mandrel, make sure that it's still nice and round, pull it nice and tight. So all that has done now is just locked both of those wires together, so they're sitting snugly. If you did want to do the same with this side, you can do, if you want it to sit tighter. So again, you would just go down, under, pull it through, and then back up the other side. So all we've done is we've wrapped both these wires around the two bands in the middle there. So just got a little lock in place there. Okay, so that's locked the wires in place, and now we're just going to create this swirl now. So it's a nice messy swirl, so all you're doing is wrapping the wires around. So you can place it back in your mandrel at this point. So it just means it helps to keep that shape, and it's something to hold on to when you're doing your work. So we're just going to bend the bottom wire around, so we're going in a clockwise direction around, so it goes, creates a little bit of a loop around that knot that you created there down at the bottom, holding it down close to the work there. And then this wire that's on the right is going to go around and down like that, and then pull it all the way around. So you're just basically just going to swirl around, and there's no rhyme or reason, because it's called a messy swirl for a reason. You want it to look messy, but the key is keep your fun on top, pushing your work nice and flat, because you want it to be nice and flat. Keep pulling it around. So you just, they're almost chasing each other. So you can move it up, move it down. We're just going to keep, the wires are just going to keep chasing each other around this little knot in the middle until you almost don't have any wire left. And then once you've almost run out of wire, take it off the mandrel, and we're going to tuck these wires up and underneath. So you're going to bend them round, so they're going to go round and tuck upwards. So these sharp edges are going to be up inside that knot, so away from the finger. So if we do, I'm going to do this one first. Take your round nose or your flat nose, something so you can create a sharp bend. Grab hold of your wire, you can see I'm going to bend it up and underneath. You can see there. Don't worry if you didn't any of this or take any of the colouring off, because this is going underneath. So that's going under there, and then just push it up and in. Oh, can you see? It's showing. Right. Then just have a feel and make sure that you have got it right there. And then once you're happy with that, then go with the next one. I'll just show you what that looks like from the other side. It looks like that from the other side so far. Let's see. Right, then we're going to do the same with this one. So bend it around and up and tuck it inside. So create a bend in your wire, and then just with the back of your pliers, just push. Feel it, make sure you're happy with it and it's nice and smooth. If for any reason it's not smooth, that's where you can put a little bit of clear nail varnish underneath. Just paint it, let it dry for a few hours, and then you're good to go. But then that is your ring complete. So a lot of the instructions that I do on here on the videos, I do make them into kits where they've got written instructions and drawn diagrams. So check out my website or come into the shop if you're interested in an actual physical kit where you've got diagrams and written instructions to work with. So this is the same design, and you've got two slightly different looks there. I will show you this other one. This is the one on the copper wire. So that's the copper centre, silver plated, and that's the aluminium one. So the exact same instructions, exact same design, very different looks, just because it is a wild swirl, so you're going to get different looks every time. So you can make the same ring 20 times, and the nice thing about it is it's going to look different every time. And then that's the one with the wire there, with the finer wire. Can you see it has a slightly different look to it because it's got the finer wire there. Hope you enjoyed watching this video and you enjoy making this ring. Like I say, it's a nice simple ring to get started in the wire wrapping, because there's no right or wrong way to make your swirl, so you can just enjoy it and freestyle it. Alright, thanks for watching, bye.